The Gold Circle recognizes individuals who have made significant contributions to television for 50 years or more. The broadcast pioneers who became part of the distinguished group have had significant careers in many different aspects of our industry. Including our two recipients tonight, the Lower Great Lakes chapter of NATAS will have honored 5 individuals with this award. So, here now to present the Gold Circle Award to Howard Caldwell is Ken Scheidler.
It's wonderful to be here for you, Howard. By the fall of 1978, Howard Caldwell had already been a trusted journalist and anchor for nearly 2 decades. That same fall, I started my first job in television, a floor director at Howard Station, WRTV-6 in Indianapolis. I remember Studio A as a pretty intimidating place those first weeks. Big set, big cameras, bright lights, and lots of cables to trip over. But when Howard walked in for the evening news, the studio began to make sense. This was his domain. He was prepared, focused, humbly confident, and to a novice floor director, downright inspirational. I believe Howard naturally inspired everyone around him to do their best. For me, my fellow WRTV employees, and our viewers, Howard Caldwell was and always will be the face of Indiana television news. And here are some of the reasons why.
Well, Connie Nicholas gave long, sobbing testimony at her first-degree murder trial today.
With that audition film, which lasted a total of 3 minutes, Howard landed the news editor job at then WFBM, the predecessor to WRTV. That was May 1959, the beginning of a 35-year career here at Channel 6. He started as producer and anchor of the 10-minute, 7 p.m. newscast, but within 18 months, he also assumed the role of late news anchor. In 1966, Howard made news of national proportion. Time Life, the owners of Channel 6, sent him to India, where he scored the first television interview with new Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. 10 minutes of this interview aired on the Today Show.
What do you consider the most severe problem here in your country today?
Well, it's really economic development.
Howard Caldwell from Indianapolis, Indiana. In light of the heavy coverage of the summit, I'm curious why you invited us out here today. Were you dissatisfied with that coverage?
No, let me tell you, that we've gone too long without people like you being here.
A person like Howard is a rare find, kind and gentle, full of integrity and uncompromising honesty.
He's a really good person. And, you know, over the years, he's won a lot of awards, he's done a lot of things, but he's never lost sight of what's really important, and that's being a good person, a good father, a good husband, a good family man.
He's been not only a very strong competitor, as we know, but a friend, a very good friend. I think we overuse the word gentleman these days, but he is one of the true gentlemen in this business.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to introduce Mr. Howard Caldwell.
You didn't have to go to all that trouble. Yeah, you know, I'm lucky to be here at all, because when I got a phone call at home one day, I didn't know the gentleman, but I met him tonight, Donald, your president. And he started in on this, wanted to have you come out and get an award and all this and that. And I thought, this is just a scam. This isn't anything. I said, I'm not interested, and I put down the phone. Well, he phoned again. I didn't answer. And, but he left a message. And I turned to one of my daughters over here. Maybe we ought to look into this, do you think? And she did on a computer, and she said, Dad, this is for real. I called Channel 6 and found out, yes, it was real. Good Lord. Well, what do? I mean, what do I say to make up for all this? What a name comes to mind, an old theater actor named George M. Cohan, who was pretty good about thanking people. He'd say something like, well, my father and my mother thank you, after a part that he'd played in something or other. And I'm going to pick up on that and say, my daughters, Tracy, Jenny, and Susan, thank you. And my wife, who's put up with me for 56 years, thanks you. And yes, I thank you very, very much. Thank you.